I am warning you not to go on TikTok this week, because every single year when it's the final week of December, TikTok turns into a complete free-for-all in the worst way possible. Basically, a few years ago, people realized that TikTok moderators go on holiday break around December 22nd. And during that entire week, people start posting almost anything, knowing it won't get flagged as fast by community guidelines. Even though tons of users caught on to this, TikTok never really fixed it. So every year, the same tradition starts again. That's why— What do you mean the Titanic was predicted 14 years before it sank? This is actually insane! So back in 1898, a book called Futility was published by a sailor named Morgan Robertson. In this book, he talks about a massive ship named Titan. Here's where it gets creepy. The ship was called Unsinkable, just like the Titanic. In the story, Titan hits an iceberg at night, in April, in the North Atlantic, and sinks because there aren't enough lifeboats. Sound familiar? Because that is exactly how the Titanic sank in real life. So now people are still arguing. Was this just coincidence? Was it experience? Or was this the most accurate prediction ever? So, a Samsung smart fridge just sent a woman to the hospital after it triggered a psychotic episode. Yeah, apparently Samsung is now putting ads on their smart refrigerators now, which is insane considering these things cost like $3,000. So one woman who had this refrigerator in the UK saw an ad on her fridge that said, "We're sorry we upset you, Carol." Now, it was just a promotion for some new TV show, but this woman's name just happened to be Carol. She thought the fridge was literally talking to her, had a full-blown psychotic break, and ended up in an emergency room where she was monitored for 2 days. At this point, just the idea of seeing an ad on a fridge that I spent $3,000 on is enough to give me a psychotic break. Bro, I just realized, why are we even scared of ghosts? Like, if a ghost is haunting your house, why don't you just start haunting it back? Because think about it. The ghost floats into your room, trying to be all spooky, whispering, "Leave this place." And instead of screaming, you just whisper back,
"No, you leave."
He's gonna be so confused. He moves the chair.
You break the chair.
He slams a door.
You slam the door harder.
The ghost goes from being a terrifying demon to a nervous intern on his first day at the job. He's gonna be the one telling his ghost friends, "Bro, I think my human is fucking possessed." He'll be on Google at 3 a.m. searching how to sage myself from a human. You could even start asking him for favors. "Hey man, since you can walk through walls, can you go grab me a soda from the kitchen?" He's not a ghost anymore. He's your personal assistant. Did I just solve every horror movie ever made, or am I about to get my soul— Bro, a little kid told his babysitter there was a monster under the bed, and when she checked, she actually found one. Yeah, a babysitter in Great Bend, Kansas, was putting a kid to bed, and the kid kept complaining about a monster under his bed. So, to prove him wrong, she gets down, lifts the sheet, and comes face to face with a grown man hiding underneath it. But it gets more terrifying. The man shoves past them, knocking one of the kids to the ground, and escapes before the cops arrive. And when they investigate who he was, they find out the truth. Turns out he wasn't a random intruder. He was the ex-resident who was legally forbidden from being anywhere near the family. So the moral of the story is, always check under your bed. Bro, I just realized, why are we even scared of the monster under the bed? Like, if you're scared of the monster under your bed, why don't you just sleep under the bed? Because think about it, his whole job, his entire purpose in life, is being the monster under the bed. It's a fundamental rule of the universe. If you occupy his space, you've literally deleted his entire career. He'd have to sleep on top of the bed because you took his spot. He's not a monster anymore. He's just a confused dude having a full-blown identity crisis. And now you've completely flipped the script. You're the one in the shadows. You're the one with all the power. You can be the one to grab his ankles. He'd be the one checking you under the bed and being scared of you before he goes to sleep. You could even start giving him orders. "Bro, keep the demonic growling down. I'm trying to watch a movie." He'd have to listen. You're the monster now. Did I just outsmart every horror movie ever made, or am I about to get myself eaten? Bro, dinosaurs, yeah, the big scary-looking creatures are back again in 2025. No, I'm not joking. Scientists just found a 70-million-year-old dinosaur egg, perfectly preserved, and they didn't put it in a museum. Nah, they're trying to hatch it right now. Like, bro, are we devolving backwards as a human being? How is this a good idea? The terrifying part is that they're saying the egg might still have real dinosaur DNA inside, which means we might see an actual living dinosaur walking around our streets very, very soon. At this point, I genuinely don't get it if whether humanity gonna end from alien threats, AI threats, or dinosaurs. Either way, we are cooked and not making it out. Subscribe before you become dinosaur food. Bro, ChatGPT is now officially a snitch. Yeah, a 13-year-old kid in Florida just got arrested for using ChatGPT. And no, he wasn't some dark web hacker. He didn't bring a weapon. This was a kid sitting in a classroom, probably bored, so he logs into ChatGPT using his school Chromebook and types in the dumbest question known to humanity: how to unalive my friend in the middle of the class. But here's the plot twist, because apparently his school has an AI hall monitor called Gaggle that reads every single thing you type on a computer. The second he hit enter, the AI basically screamed "Code Red" and alerted the cops. And within minutes, officers pull up like they're raiding a top-secret criminal. Meanwhile, the kid is trying to explain, "I was just trolling, bro." But no, too late. He was thrown in a cell. So moral of the story, never use AI. Everyone listen up. We are in serious trouble. The great meme reset is almost here. But now the TikTok brain rot kids are trying to stop it. They know brain rot is messing with their brains, but they still don't want to let it go. But we are not giving up. This is our last plan. Step 1, stop saying the forbidden number. Step 2, ignore new brain rot memes completely. Step 3, spread this message everywhere. If you're on Team Reset, subscribe to help it reach more.